every year as hockey season comes to a close, I start to hear engines roaring in my mind and a new racing season is on the horizon. Many racers have bucket lists, and one of mine was to race in the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix. This passion for racing started years ago when our dad took my brother and I to the inaugural PVGP in 1983 at Schenley Park in Pittsburgh. You could say back then the cars were not that vintage. I have always liked the Porsche marque and sports car racing throughout my life. As our family grew, we would attend race events such as Pit Race in Beaver, PA, and the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix in Schenley Park. Our 356 racing routes began as a dream in 2009, a sunny day in the rolling hills of Beaver, Pennsylvania, where as it was, another 1959 356A coupe owned by Will Schwartz had its time in the sun. You could say one of my many mentors.
There he is.
A charity ride later at the track with him, and I was hooked on this little ride. Leaving the track that day with an unquenchable mission to find the car began. K&K Racing was born out of a Porsche 356 race car build at Air Cooled Racing in the middle part of Pennsylvania. Steve Limpert, the owner, would mail race goodies to us with the address K&K Racing, and so the name stuck. It's an early June morning, about a month out from the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix. We're going to check out our build at Swagger Restoration. At my buddy Derek's shop near Louisville, PA. Prepping the car for this year's PVGP. That's the 58 coupe in the right bay there. Little rainy morning, but pretty excited to be here. Trip was about 2.5 hours in from Pittsburgh. We're going to try to test run that engine with that transmission today on that stand. We arrived at the shop. You might say the car's a Johnny Cash special. The rear clip's a 55, the front clip's a 56, the tail light's a 57, the car's a 58, other parts a 59 automobile. The radio is actually a stock 1959, but it's brought up to today's standards. All the internals are modern, so the radio does work. We got a horn over here, fog lights, fuel pump, wiper, the choke, which isn't needed, regular lights, push start button, oil pressure, oil temperature clock, 12-volt charger for cell phone, fuse box is in the glove box, grab handle, and this sun visor is actually from an A coupe too. I found just one, looking for another one for the other side. And then we have a hood pull here under the dash. The car's ready to race. It's race safe, fire extinguisher, all the belts. I've got an aftermarket mirror here for better visibility out the back of the A coupe. GT windows, door pulls, stock seats, stock shifter. Everything's pretty much stock. It's the day before the races at Schenley Park. Friday afternoon, we're going to be heading to a driver's reception. We're about 6 miles from the Schenley Park exit. Schenley Park is where the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix is held. We've been on the road for about 20 minutes. All right, we're coming up on our exit. All right, we're about a 1/4 mile from the park entrance. The paddock is just up ahead. They have the streets blocked off for this race every year.
every station. My hat's off to every one of you. Let's keep it up and keep it safe. How do we do that?
Okay, we're going to put the AC on. Put the AC on. Here we go.
It was unbelievable. I spun it. You know that strong turn coming back by German Hill? I spun it, drove in the grass, and got right back on the track. K&K Racing was inspired by an old friend, family owned, and fun to do. Vintage racing truly is a team effort. See you guys next year.